Loves Labor Jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the station. Good luck, Jim.
ARC-7, a highly sophisticated archaeology project looking into the origins of life in the universe. The project is being led by Dr. Carol Marcus, who, along with a crew of 17 members, is dedicated to unlocking the mystery of life. Further information is classified. Marcus, Carol, the current Chief of Research on Station ARC-7. Carol Marcus is an expert in molecular biology, bioprotein development, cell mutation science, and radiation science. Dr. Marcus has been offered many posts in the Federation, but refuses to be involved in any project which may have a direct military application.
We have arrived at ARC-7. Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
They're arming weapons, Captain.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
They activated a self-destruct device rather than be captured, Captain.
Resuming course to ARC-7, Captain.
Captain, there is an auto beacon broadcasting from the station.
Warning, warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-1888564.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3 biohazard alert. All personnel are ordered to stay away from this base unless they are part of a biohazard response team.
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever ARC-7's intentions, it managed to create a biohazard that is deadly to Romulans. 17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Message from ARC-7, sir.
I am Centurion Ardea Preax of the Romulan Empire. We have discovered your genocide factory here and have summoned help to destroy it. Our lives will not be sacrificed in vain.
Disarming weapons.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Romulans, a race descended from Vulcan stock, but one that did not reject aggression as the Vulcans did. On a sensor, the two races appear very similar. Their individuals are known for being more passionate and emotional than their Vulcan counterparts. They currently use ships of Klingon design, suggesting to some the Klingons are maintaining them as a client state to antagonize the Federation in a move that circumvents the Organian peace treaty.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Nice view of the Romulan ship. How comforting. Nothing unusual here, Captain, though the station's computer may be able to tell us something.
Strange that the bridge is empty. Stay sharp, everyone. The station's computer system might give us some answers.
This is a very dangerous situation, sir. We should proceed with caution.
I'm picking up some kind of virus. I can't identify it without more information.
Dr. Marcus, log. Supplemental. Continued testing of the Ouroboros virus confirms its potential harmful effects on Romulan Vulcan humanoids. As soon as the spill has been cleaned up, we will sterilize both labs and purge the circulation system to make sure no traces of the virus will remain viable. Then all research files must be erased. We must leave no chance that this terrible accident will ever be repeated.
Doctor, you may be interested in the medical data file appended to the log. The main computer banks of the ARC-7. It looks like someone has recently been rummaging through the main databanks.
Now that's interesting. There's more here. All of Dr. Marcus' research data on the Ouroboros virus. Let me see. Virus growth patterns. Pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulan-Vulcan genotype. Alveoli involvement in... Boy, Jim, this bug works fast.
Is this really the time to catch up on your reading, Doctor?
Now listen here, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen, I think we have more pressing problems.
Jim, there is an appended medical database online. Also, it would be useful for me to experiment on how the virus grows in the presence of different gases. I'm sure the station has the necessary equipment.
Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus. Ouroboros virus. Atypical growth patterns for L-type virus. Opportunistic pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype. Etiology: contact or airborne vector with alveoli microcollapse. Involvement immediately upon exposure. Tissue dehydration follows pneumal flooding. Mortality: 0.6 in 1.0 stardates. 1.0 within 2.0 stardates treatment, none. Named for the mythic world snake that swallows its own tail. Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus. TLTDH gas. TLTDH gas. The chemical compound. Tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide. Colorless, odorless, non-flammable, gaseous at 1 atm, and temperatures within the human norm. Early anesthetic among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-space flight era, a social problem evolved when crude TLTDH became popular to cook up from non-conductive tantolithiol compounds commonly used as electrical insulation. Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus. Nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. A colorless non-flammable compound. N2O. Gaseous at 1 atm and temperatures within the human norm. Early anesthetic among humans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. Please select subject file. TL nitrous ammonia. Ammonia. A colorless pungent compound, NH3. A common byproduct of metabolism in carbon-based life forms. Liquid or gaseous at 1 atm. Compounds widely used in agricultural, medical, and industrial applications. Please select subject file. Ouroboros nitrous ammonia. Dihydrogen oxide. Dihydrogen oxide. A colorless, tasteless, non-flammable compound, H2O. Water. Liquid, solid, or gaseous at 1 atm. Temperature scales defined in most humanoid cultures by state shift of pure water. Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus. Exit database.
When you're finished admiring all the equipment, Bones, maybe you can help us figure out what's going on here.
Jim, this lab is incredible. What I wouldn't give to have some of this equipment on the Enterprise.
This is a very well-equipped laboratory, Captain. Perhaps Dr. McCoy could be of some use here.
This level appears deserted, sir, but I'm worried about a Romulan counterattack. They outnumber us.
Residue of a viral agent is still within the chamber. A Crygelion-2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compounds.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
At least all this equipment appears to be operating.
Oh, the station's fusion reactor. Very nice. What are we going to tour next? The ventilation system?
Sir, I'll watch the door so we don't get cornered.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with. I suggest we leave the controls as they are.
Turbines of a Cochrane 500 class fusion drive, manufactured over a century ago on Alpha Centauri.
I didn't realize that they use these old fusion reactors anymore.
Actually, Doctor, as Mr. Scott would tell you, the Cochrane 500 is renowned for its reliability and perfectly suited for a station of this size.
Hey, this thing's real old, isn't it?
You pick up a large wrench. This is the engineering center for the ARC-7 space station. This is an engineering access panel allowing repairs to be made to the interior wiring in the equipment. The panel is open. You see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past.
A prime source of raw material for TLDTH gas.
You fail to... You grab a handful of insulation.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
An RDAC 1000, the last word in molecular replication, one of the most advanced pieces of scientific equipment ever constructed.
It would take us several hours to get this machine working, Captain. I do not believe we will need it. The synthesis chamber should be able to give us what we need.
This is a synthesizer used to combine and replicate chemicals and form new compounds. This particular model has twin gas feeds. You take the anti-grav unit.
Well, gentlemen, I believe this equipment may be of some use.
This is an outstanding facility, Captain.
Go bother Spock. This is the kind of place he likes.
This room is very defensible, Captain. If things get nasty, we may want to retreat to here.
Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean...
You take a 1-liter container of pure water. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
You take a 1-liter container of pure water. You have distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate. The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall. The tank detaches easily.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
It's...
The machine synthesizes 1 liter of TLTDH gas.
An unusual compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
You take a 1 liter container of TLTDH gas. Gas feed is off. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a quantity of colorless goo.
You're wrong, Spock. Look, the virus culture has been eliminated. That's why it's clear. It'd be more useful for me to see how the virus might grow in the presence of a limited quantity of ammonia gas.
The machine synthesizes a liter of ammonia.
I hope you don't want me to swab the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
You take a 1 liter container of ammonia. You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
Eureka, this is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
You retrieve the Ouroboros cure sample. This is the door to the synthesis chamber.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite simple. When this chamber is empty and gas tanks are attached, it will combine the gases to make new compounds. If chemicals are placed in the chamber, the machine will combine them with the gases to create new materials.
Next, he'll tell us the DNA molecule is simple.
Compared to many molecular models, it is, Doctor.
I rest my case.
You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
There, you're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response.
Watch out, sir. It looks like the Romulans have taken control of the lower decks.
I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck. With a hiss, the Romulan laughing gas billows down the vent. You hear the muffled sounds through the vent of hearty Romulan laughter, followed by the dull thud of bodies hitting the deck.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
First time for what?
Being surrounded by Romulans and not at gunpoint.
I have been in more comfortable situations, Captain.
I know, Mr. Spock, but we'll get through this.
These Romulans appear to be a negligible threat, sir.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a diplomat. I've got to try to save these men.
The Romulans stir weakly, then begin to get up. They've all been cured.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
The Romulans drink thirstily and empty the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some people think.
Gas feed is off. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
You take a 1-liter container of pure water.
Hello, Carol. It's good to see you again.
There was a time when I wouldn't have agreed with that statement. But I guess some things do get better with age.
You always could put me in my place, couldn't you?
That's the one thing I could never do. Your place was wandering the galaxy, and that's the one thing I could never give you.
Fascinating equipment. I believe I have seen this sort of equipment someplace before.
We're testing the effect of radiation on combinations of simple and complex molecules. We're trying to see what new forms of life are developed and how they compare to our own early development.
Fascinating.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a diplomat. These people will be fine. I've got to try to save the Romulans.
The Romulan Preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
The Romulan Preax drinks thirstily and empties the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some might think.
Thank God it's you, Jim. I'm so glad you came.
These Romulans appear to be a negligible threat, sir.
Thank you for saving our station, Jim.
It's about time someone got here.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Fascinating. This device contains over 10 million forms of life, patterns I have never seen before.
We call this the cradle, Mr. Spock. One day I hope something wonderful would be produced here.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference. I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus? Save it for someone who's buying, Preax. Leave Federation space immediately or we'll scatter your atoms across the quadrant. I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus?
Absolutely. We've already destroyed all cultures and purged the data files. This will never happen again.
You are an honorable adversary, Kirk. Jolon true.
You are also a worthy opponent, Preax. May you live long and prosper.
You'll never cease to amaze me, Jim.
Goodbye, Carol.
Goodbye, Jim.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Arc 7 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I wonder if I'll see Carol again.
Well, if you don't, you can always drown your sorrow in some Romulan ale.
That's illegal, Bones.
Tell that to the Romulans, Jim. I found a whole case they brought on board the ARC-7.
It'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
That it won't, Mr. Scott.